Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Ruach Kodash, and of course, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and of course, peace and salutation to all sincere Achim out there doing this truth in all sincerity. All right, brother Mappa here, Great Millstone Plain Tables Camp, located here in Great Babylon, which is America, coming again with this truth. All right, this here is is a funny finding, which I have heard and experienced recently, and I wanted to, of course, share it because the Edomites, which is a so-called white man, all right, the nation of Edom, that is, all right, your kingdom is going down, all right, and it's pretty funny watching you bug out, all right, trying to keep and maintain your position when it is, of course, prophecy by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that you shall go down, all right. You Edomites got so much pride on your hand, and I mean, with all your pride, it just it's only brought you to your destruction. As the scripture says, in Proverbs 16 and 18, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. All right, so before you actually are destroyed, all right, you're gonna be walking around all proud, thinking that you could do any and everything and actually maintain your blessing. Which Esau, of course, had the fatness of the fatness, this earth. All right, he had all of these great white picket fence, neighborhoods and such. All right, the best pieces of land and all of that. Now your blessing is being taken away. And it's funny too, because I'm seeing like these different curses fall upon you Edomites, and it's just hilarious. All right, so anyway, I'm just gonna get into a couple scriptures, and we just gonna go into these findings real quick. So this is off of the city of Philadelphia right here. It says city. Let me see, what is this? pewtrust.com or .org. And it says a city transformed. It was recently I was hearing different complaints from this particular Edom. Well, it's just an Edomite. It don't matter who the fucking Edomite is, but it was just like they angry that all of these Asians, so-called Asians, right? Really the Moabites and such. All right, which Asian, I mean, I believe means from the east and such. All right, so anyway, which we are actually Asians too. We from the east. Let's see, I could go and check into that, but I mean, I'm not gonna really worry about it right now. But yeah, these racist devils, all right, Edomites, all right, they hating because they got all of these Moabites coming over into their neighborhoods and just taking over. All right, like they taking all the way over. Like the particular Edomite said that basically she's like the only homeowner left in the neighborhood, and when these Moabites move up in the neighborhood, they offer up money, cash, all right, to move out, whatever residents, homeowners that's remaining there, that's willing to, of course, accept the payout, all right, and say particularly this prideful bitch, all right, and she actually called herself a bitch too, American bitch, all right, she refuses to give up the fight, all right, saying that she contacted all these different these organizations in the city and all of this bullshit, municipalities and all, when the fight is done and it's over, you're not gonna help the whole government, the municipality, your country by trying to, of course, keep out, whom the city already and the government and the whole fucking system already is allowing to move on in. All right, who you really, how about Shim Yao Shai is allowing to let these other heathen come over you and shit. All right, because you Edomites are the basis of men anyway. But anyway, so going on to it, this says this is out of city of Philadelphia Research Initiative, and it says key findings as documented by the 2010 census. Philadelphia has experienced significant changes in ethnic and racial composition over the last 2 decades, with many neighborhoods undergoing sweeping transformation. It says since 1990, the city's white population has fallen by nearly a third. It says the so-called black, what this mean, they going into, you would say that so-called Negro, all right, West Indian and Haitians, you would say, population has shifted to new parts of the city. It says the Asian population has more than doubled. All right, you see that? More than doubled. All right, and it says in the rapidly growing Hispanic population has expanded, which they Israelites too. These are Israelites right here, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, right? Israelites. All right, we actually are from the East, really, but for difference in between nationalities, I'm gonna make sure I specify. And this is more so about Moab taking over. These heathen, these damn Edomites, is fucking pissed off. So it says, panic. It says, and the rapidly growing Hispanic population has expanded far beyond its traditional home in eastern North Philadelphia. You got niggas living in. You got so-called Latinos and such. The basically Northern Kingdom living all up in North Philly. Now they everywhere. All right. Simple as that. It says the changes were especially striking in Northeast Philadelphia, which went from 92% white in the 1990s to 58% white in the 2010. Despite losing 1/3 of their white residents during the period, the Northeast grew in population by 5% thanks to an array of new arrivals. All right. It goes also says in 1990 the Northeast only had a small contingent of blacks, basically of Israelites and Asians. All right. It says in 2010 it had a substantial numbers of 3 groups. The lower northeast neighborhoods that experienced the largest decline in white population. Among them, Frankfurt, Fox Chase, Mayfair, and Oxford Circle gained popular overall, recording 20-year growth in excess of 10%. The biggest change of ethnic and racial makeup in Philadelphia has been the decline of the white population over the last decades. The number of non-Hispanic whites in the city fell by 31.9%. They got like different, of course, different statistics. You could check, of course, into that. All right. Now, you go into these it said decline of white population. This is Edomites, right? It said over the course of 2 decades, the white or Edomite population of Philadelphia fell by 263 100,254 or 31.9%. All right, that's a lot, man. It went from being 51% of the city's population in the 1990s to 36.9%. All right. Now we know Jake, of course, is has the sand of the sea. All right, but it's so funny seeing these Edomites complain about they basically losing their footing. All right here, but anyway, I mean, you can check. These got some good maps and all of that, but let me see. I was gonna go into this particular thing with these so-called. Yeah, this is it. So it says, among Asians, the largest increase came in South Philly. All right, in Broad Street. They got 2 sections of Northeast Philadelphia, which particularly this Edomite was in this you say this particular area, I believe, probably this zip code. It says in the Fox Chase, and it says in the University City section of West Philly, right? It says the Chinese or MOAB are the largest group of Asians in the city, followed by Indians, Vietnamese, and Koreans. All right, Koreans are Moabites too. Vietnamese, I believe, whatever, either Moab or Ammon. But a lot of those also got Jake mixed up in there too. All right, but anyway, it's noted. You Edomites is losing y'all neighborhoods. The curses is definitely fall upon you. It's wonderful. All right, so anyway, this is Deuteronomy 30:7, and it reads, in Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Who are the enemies? Of course, of context, the enemies of the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. All right, which are the biblical Israelites. All right, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. All right, so the Lord is putting all the different curses that, of course, have been placed on us, now on you damn heathens. All right, and you heathens is gonna fucking you, especially you Edomites, you're gonna hate hardcore slavery in the kingdom. All right. It says let me see this one is right here. What's this scripture? You got this right here. Yeah, like y'all gonna be driven from the outer parts of the heaven. Like y'all being driven out of the fucking place. All right, y'all driven to places y'all don't even want to go. Now, this shit is amazing. Anyway, going into it, this is another scripture. This is Isaiah 5:8. It says, woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. All right, and that's you damn Edomites. All right, y'all have of course joined, of course, and heaped up all the nations, everybody living on top of each other, and then now you complain about how you got all these different Moabites coming in, and these Moabites is being bold. The particular Edomite told me that they said they go by their own ordinances, and they not going by anything what the city says. And these Moabites is basically slumlords for the most part. They'll take over your neighborhood and rent out properties and all that as well, and they'll rent them to like Jake and shit, and Jake will buy them, or Jake will be a tenant, and Jake could just be fucking nasty and shit, and it's fucking funny as shit, the Edomites just losing their footing, but it's just something I of course was meditating on, and just wanted to of course share. These Edomites kingdom definitely is going down. Their neighborhood is being fucking uprooted and all of that. They're on their decline, right? So with that, I'm gonna say, call Elohim Lahi, how about Shemir Shai by Shem Kakadash. That belongs to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, citation, all sincere Akim. City transformed. Also, the whole nation is being transformed. All right, we seeing the transformation, all right, or the transferring of rulership. All right, that's coming. You know, the kingdom of the Israelites, all right, shall be established. You know, when Yahushua, of course, return and set, of course, these Edomites, you know, into their rightful place, which is in the grave and slavery. The rest of you heathen as well. All right, and the Israelites, the righteous, all right, starting at the elect, and of course, their stead of rulership. All right, with that, shalom.